Hey guys, Desolate Magic here with a Christmas video. That's right, I'm finally actually doing a Christmas video for, I think, the first time ever. And 2020 kind of sucked, so I figured, Santa's probably gonna disappoint this year, so, he kind of had it coming. I caught one of his reindeer and turned it into reindeer jerky. It had to be done. I mean, what does Santa bring? Like COVID-19 and like IRS debt. Awesome. Okay, at the very least, he didn't help with those two. So, yeah, I ground up one of his reindeer. So, which one? I don't know. They didn't wear name tags. Who knows? But, let's get some Desolator exotic meat review going. Oh, these things are hard to open. There you go. I got my cobalt knife. This is nice. Jeez, this is like some fine quality stuff right there. She's had trouble getting into it. All right, first bite. Oh, that's tough. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, I'm trying to eat a belt. Wow, this is like weirdly tough. But reindeer are pretty tough too. Oh my gosh, look, I could boil and cook my shoes and they wouldn't be this tough. This is insane. I mean, I'm used to jerky, but this is like, damn. I mean, it's not very flavorful. I haven't had venison in a while, but this is kind of reminding me of venison, I would think. But just look how, like, thin and compressed this is. This thing's, like, insane. They must have, like, pressure stamped this or something. So, I mean, pretty mild, just whatever. Tastes kind of like beef and kind of like venison, which actually, it probably is made with both. It says with reindeer meat chopped and formed. Oh, but the primary ingredient is beef. Well, that makes sense. Beef and then reindeer. And then corn syrup solids. There you go. I guess I was spot on. I didn't even read that. That's funny. So yeah, that's actually packaged in India and Alaska. That's kind of cool. So I did get my favorite while I was at the shop that sells all this cool stuff. Actually, there's multiple shops around my area that sell this. Welcome to Wisconsin. And I didn't remember which one was like my absolute favorite, so I bought both. It's one of these two. It's either camel or kangaroo. I think it's camel, so we're gonna start with that one. One of the two of these is like the tastiest meat product I have ever had, which is like, I mean, you guys, whichever one it ends up being, you guys got to rush out and buy it somewhere because this is just like, you would not believe how good this meat tastes. All right, here we go. Hopefully, what are we doing? We're doing the camel. Hopefully, this is it. Oh, much softer. Oh, yep. It's like, it's got a sweetness to it. It's got a richness to it. Unfortunately, this is kind of spicy, which I don't usually go for, but it's fairly mild. It's, I can handle this. But it kind of takes away from the flavor, which is a shame because it is really tasty. I mean, I kind of want to just have like a camel burger now or something, which, honestly, I could probably find in Wisconsin. But yeah, I think it's that one. It's pretty tasty. So let's cut open the kangaroo. Not literally, they already did that. By the way, this one lists kangaroo first, which I believe by law means that there's more kangaroo in this than there is beef, because beef is the second ingredient listed. But I heard kangaroo are pretty much everywhere in Australia. They're basically like deer in Wisconsin, so no shortage of them. So if they wanted to make this with like, 60-70% kangaroo, just go get one. There they are, running into cars and punching people. All right, here we go. Oh, it's even softer. Hmm. Yeah, this one it's a little weird, but it's really mild. It's really subtle. That is just like unbelievably tasty. Like I said, it's got this weird sweet richness to it that you would never expect from meat. And they didn't add anything special to it. In fact, I mean, it's camel beef, salt, spices, brown sugar, dehydrated garlic, paprika, and celery powder. No MSG, gluten free. I don't know how you would get gluten in there, but they felt like saying it. So I mean, it's not like they added. I mean, they did add brown sugar, but they did that to all of them. This one, it's just a good meat. You can just tell when you bite into it. You're like, yeah, okay, the meat flavor that's coming through is just amazing. So if you've got the opportunity to eat some camel, I mean, go for it. But this kangaroo, I mean, I don't even know what to compare it to. Maybe pheasant a little bit. I mean, it's such a subtle flavor, but it's like good. I wouldn't go out of my way to eat this instead of beef jerky, but it's like it's just something a little different. Just kind of tastes like a bunch of other meats mixed together, even though it's kind of not. But also, it is mixed with beef, but it's primarily kangaroo by at least I guess like what 51% or something, or from a meat to meat ratio. Let me take another bite of this one. I'm so unsure about it. Yeah, it tastes like pheasant and ham mixed together, but not as good as either of them. But it's still good. It's not like it's bad. It's just like, oh, that's a thing. Like that's meat, and I'm eating it. Okay, not a very strong flavor, but not bad. Not bad. So yeah, clear winner is camel, but we got a wild card here, guys. Here we go. You know I've gone off the deep end now. We got coconut jerky, 100% plant based, ginger teriyaki. I was like, oh, that looks terrible. And I'm like, oh, ginger teriyaki, a meaty vegan snack. Yeah, kiss my ass. Pinto beans, man. If you're vegan, eat some pinto beans. Those are tasty. But never had this before in my life. This should be interesting. But you could take like teriyaki sauce and ginger and put it on shredded bark mulch, and I'd probably eat it. Well, this package is something to open. There we go. All right, let's get a smell. Let's see. Can you guys smell it? Would you like a smell? There you go. Okay, now I'll try it. Oh God! Oh no! That is some strong stuff. I just went nose in the bag, full blown inhale. That you don't do that. That was stupid. I assumed it would be subtle, but I shouldn't have because I just got like 9 different spices up my nose. Like some of them appear to be irritants. Wow. Boy, it just smells like oregano, I want to say. It really it just smells like one or two distinct herbs, but I don't cook with that many herbs that often, or I just throw them in and it all comes together. It's not like I sit there and taste test herbs and seasonings and stuff. Oh, it kind of also smells like dog food. That's what I'm getting. Or cat food specifically, like dry food. So, meow. Here's what it looks like. That's how that used to be a coconut, I don't know. Let's read some ingredients. It is gluten-free and soy-free. It's paleo and keto. Yeah, because cavemen lived really long. Packed with medium chain triglycerides. Okay, hashtag safe snacking. Oh, they're just going all up in it. What is upcycling? The use of ordinary food waste to create something. Okay, so this is made out of food waste. That's fantastic. Fresh young coconut meat, aka the white stuff in the coconut. How dumb do they think that we? Oh, that's right. It's made for vegans. Marinated, dehydrated, done. Okay. So ingredients: young coconut meat. Wouldn't you want ripe coconut meat? I don't know. Whatever. Coconut cider vinegar. That just sounds terrible. Coconut aminos. Why would you have to add that? And plus, I guarantee there's not every amino acid in this. You can only get that from beans. Ginger, coconut nectar, garlic, and salt. Okay, I wasn't getting the garlic. I was getting like weird herbs, but they're not even in here. Like I'm smelling stuff that ain't even in here. This is gonna be wild. All right, let's do it. That's just coconut and oregano. I swear to God, there's oregano in here. This is really weird. It does subtly taste like coconut, but not like fresh shredded coconut, like that you would bake with or put on top of like a dessert. The flavor and the texture does feel like they took like 3 or 4 different coconut products and just smashed them together. It's really weird. It's really subtle though. And for the amount of calories, the amount of strangely enough fat that's in here, I mean the whole bag is about 250 calories, but it's also like 1.5 ounces, which is like 40 grams. There's not that much salt in it, I guess. I mean, 151 milligrams times 2 because of the serving count. But yeah, saturated fats, 7 grams. And then times 2. So that's 70% of your daily recommended value because you're really not supposed to have saturated fats. So this stuff here is actually terrible for your heart. There you go. Bunch of vegan food is actually usually quite bad. It's usually hyper processed, very oil intensive, and very salted. And they didn't say anything about adding oil. I guess maybe coconut oil, which is actually pretty healthy for you. It's mostly, isn't it unsaturated? Do I have that wrong? I don't know. It's actually, oh, it's really thick at room temperature. Maybe it is saturated. I don't know. I'm gonna keep making popcorn with it, but I'll give this one more shot. This little dog treat here. Oh, that one's really dry and hard. Oh, I have been reminded that this is ginger teriyaki. They did add ginger. I don't see anything about teriyaki. I don't know what teriyaki is made of, but I bet it's not coconut cider vinegar or garlic and salt. There ain't no teriyaki in this, okay? Man, you just gotta chew and chew and chew. It is really, really thick. It's like kind of dehydrated past its expiration date Laffy Taffy a little bit. But it's kind of got like the texture of carpet against your teeth. And there's just no flavor here. So it's bad for you, doesn't taste good, and it's a workout to chew. I'm really like I'm kind of getting a strong coconut aftertaste, but it's like a good coconut aftertaste. So it's one of the better coconut flavors, more accurate, very natural. I mean, I'll give it that, but most people when they think of coconut, they think of like almond joy or something, where it's like coconut and then just a mountain of sugar. Like people generally don't like coconut flavor, like just percentage of the population wise. But then a lot more people, they're like, oh, I'll have it in my candy, I'll have it in my dessert. But just straight up, like just coconut flakes, terrible. They don't like them. And I gotta say, I'm indifferent. I'm not on either side. I'm just like, whatever, coconut, I'll eat it. Cool. Tastes better with sugar. Yeah, this tastes like coconut and just some kind of generic oil, like stir fry oil or something kind of. It tastes unhealthy, and it is. So, I'm definitely getting an oily sensation and flavor on my tongue when I chew it. So, that's weird. That's weird. Well, I'm gonna eat the rest of it because it's not bad, and plus it was really expensive. But really not getting strong ginger. It has a really unusual smell. I guess coconut when it's dried, it kind of almost tastes like or oregano and smells like it a little bit because then it kind of shifted when I chewed on it. So I was like, oh, okay, we kind of started at oregano and we went to coconut. Very weird. Quite the experience, I gotta say. So if you want this, change your mind. And if you want these, it says buffalobobsnacks.com. So there you go. And I think this is packaged in Michigan, it says. So are there just like kangaroos hopping around Michigan? And this is just like the first time hearing about it? Like, where are they getting all these kangaroos from? That's just. Is there such a thing as a kangaroo farm? Do they ship it in? I've got all these questions now. Well, if you know the answer, especially if you're a qualified Australian, let me know. Although I don't know how you know how we're getting them here, unless you're the one selling us kangaroos. Did they put them on a ship? Okay, this is gonna go off the rails real quick. I'm gonna stop thinking about it and start chewing on it. But yeah, go get yourself some camel jerky or some camel burgers or camel. I think they make meatballs out of them. It is really good. This is probably my new favorite meat if I cut out fish, because I'm a big salmon and tuna guy, definitely for sure. But wow, I mean this. Oh boy, I mean I don't know if it really beats pheasant. I really like pheasant too, but it's been a while since I had it. I kind of like frog and duck too, actually, but this is like top three, top five for sure, hands down. I mean, I'd say it beats beef, pork, and especially turkey because turkey's flavorless and boring. But would I take a tuna melt over this? Yeah, but I mean, have I had this with pickles and mayonnaise? No. So hard call, but yeah, it's up there. It's for sure up there. So I had to walk it back a little bit, but I mean, it's I'm not just gonna outright declare it my favorite meat without trying it in different forms than jerky, but it's a contender for number one. It could potentially be my number one favorite meat of all time. It's that good. So if you get a chance, check it out. Not sponsored or nothing. This is a totally open review. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy holidays, and I'll see you next video.